Dangers on the roads are always in focus. Rash driving, drunken driving, overspeeding, take lives, kill people. But nowadays there is a new breed of drivers which was always there in a very small number, but now it's a huge number. Perhaps the solution to all these road dangers are not with the police, but somewhere else. Schools may be the ultimate panacea, ultimate solution to all driving dangerously. My parents, my elder siblings, my grandparents. The solutions lie with the schools. I said it to a colleague, a Punjabi scholar. He said, "What can schools do? It lies with police." I said, "Agree. Law is broken and the law is implemented by police. But if it could, there would have been no drunken driving, rash driving, overspeeding by now." The shining example, I'm saying in a negative way, of law failing or law looking the other way, in sharp contrast to Chandigarh Union Territory, was Mohali or Panchkula. I don't go to Panchkula very often, rather very rarely I go there. Mohali I go frequently. You're never sure if the light is green and you have the right of way that you will safely cross. Even crossing on a green light, you have to go slow, keep on looking for what they call in Punjabi a sher puttar, who doesn't give a damn to the law, who doesn't give a damn to those who have a right to pass. But of late, a solution came because of the financial crunch with the Punjab government. They realized that they can make big chunk of money, and so far they didn't care a damn for all governments. No party, every party. Mohali is such a big city, perhaps bigger than Chandigarh, and a pretty modern city in most parts, but for the roads being very poor. Yet, you could cross red lights and you may not be safe on green lights. Now there are CCTV cameras, high resolution, which record your wrong behavior on the road and give you a hefty fine automatically. I wonder how these juvenile drivers pass through all these cameras without problem, even in Chandigarh. The juvenile drivers' number increased with the quality and cost of the cars. Those rich brats, they got tempted to show off that we have this car or that car. Families who had a small Maruti or Alto or Zen while living in the university campus had 2 or 3 or 4 cars when they're living in societies, housing societies with limited parking. And the youngsters, 12, 13, 14 years old, they were not able to resist the temptation of having a ride, free, independently. And soon the parents started boasting, oh, our kid is so good at driving a car or a scooter. We wondered, how can these kids do it? Then we found the elders were entering small roads with elders, kids, infants going around, being taken around at high speed, like mad, and with loud music. And often they were coming drunk after a party at night. If somebody is coming at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, unless he's a guy like me, mostly they have some liquor in the tummy. The problem got acute a few days back when a young girl driving her car to go for an exam was hit by a big car driven by a young boy. Where is the solution? As a teacher and as a social worker, sort of a social worker, I thought solution should lie with the schools. I spoke to the neighborhood school and told them it should be part of your counseling, mentoring, to tell the kids not to take to two-wheelers or four-wheelers, even if these are being offered by pampering, doting elders. And if the school can motivate the kids, these kids who are the future of the city, future of the country, and future of this planet, can enforce discipline at home. They can make sure that their elders drive at a reasonable speed, they don't go without belt, and they don't go without helmets on the two-wheelers. They can do a lot. I tried this method on electricity saving, water saving with the school kids I've interacted with. I got feedback from museum and from my hosts who had organized that the parents did make inquiries who had motivated the kids. Of course, they might have been nagged by the kids, but no parents are unhappy at a child becoming an environmental leader, a social leader. Such kids will be great sportspersons, they'll be great scholars, they will be great leaders. So, in the enlightened self-interest of the school, the parents and grandparents and the students themselves, it will be great to request the schools and motivate the schools to take initiative. All the days in the school, morning assemblies and whatnot, make students tell the significance of a safe driving, shunning a four-wheeler or a two-wheeler or a triply without helmet, etc., etc. So where the conclusion is already drawn that there's no solution, the police can't do anything, police doesn't do anything, etc., etc. Police always has a tough job to do. Somewhere they may not be doing, Government somewhere may not be putting the CCTV cameras like they didn't put in Mohali. But a day comes when they do what they can. But parents and school teachers can every day do this. Motivate and mentor the youngsters and make sure through them mentor and mend the elders. You can hear the morning assembly voices from the adjoining school, a great brand, Ryan International. This morning assembly could have a brief chat by a different student every day with an example of good job done, with an example of a wrong done by somebody and a right job done by somebody. So only hope is from the schools and the school kids. God bless.